The lead tug, Julie F., was built in 1973 by the American Gulf Shipbuilding Corporation of La Rose, Louisiana, hull number 5, as the Taros Vizier for Vizier Offshore Towing Incorporated of Galliano, Louisiana. In 1988, the tug was acquired by the Saws Brothers Ocean Towing Company of Portland, Oregon, where she was renamed as the Salishan. In 2021, the tug was acquired by Fournier Tugs LLC, of Portland, Maine, where she was renamed as the Julie F., named for the founder of Fournier Tugs LLC, Captain Brian Fournier's wife, Julie Fournier. In 2021, she was bareboat chartered by the Tradewinds Towing Company of New Orleans, Louisiana, where the tug retained her name, powered by two EMD 12645 E5 diesel engines, with Western 1774 reduction gears, at a ratio of 4.1:1, turning two 4-bladed, 110-inch by 78-inch, right and left outboard turning, fixed pitch propellers. She is a twin-screw tug, rated at 4,200 horsepower. Her electrical service is provided by 270 kilowatts, John Deere 4045 TFM generator sets, with Lima ends. The tug's capacities are 98,000 gallons of fuel, 1,890 gallons of lube oil, and 5,600 gallons of water. The towing equipment consists of a Skagit, DTW, double drum, towing winch, outfitted with 2,680 feet of 2.25-inch towing wire on the primary drum, and 2,680 feet of 2.25-inch towing wire on the secondary drum, driven by a single GM 671 diesel engine, with twin-disc 33 to 1,309 torque converters, with 3-speed transmission, with a Pullmaster 25, hydraulic, bridle winch. The vessel being towed is the Matson container vessel, Haleakala. U.S. coastwise law, commonly referred to as the Jones Act, requires all commercial vessels transporting merchandise between ports in the U.S. to be built, owned, operated and manned by U.S. citizens and to be registered under the U.S. flag. Since 1984, Matson has employed two highly specialized purpose-designed and built sister container barges, the Mauna Loa and Haleakala, in their inter-island feeder service to distribute the container cargo discharged by their mainline container ships at their hub port terminal in Honolulu Harbor to neighbor island ports. Matson's two existing inter-island container barges are fitted with an onboard traveling gantry crane to load and discharge containers. They are fitted with cell guides, for the efficient stowage of ISO shipping containers. These container barges are 345 feet in length overall, 64 feet in width, 4,658 deadweight tons, and have a container capacity of 335 20-foot equivalent units. The configuration of the two Matson container barges with cell guides and gantry cranes allows for a very efficient operation in terms of cargo handling, expediting port calls especially at the neighbor island ports where there are no shoreside container gantry cranes, and flexibility in scheduling multiple range port calls per voyage. The use of the onboard gantry cranes facilitates lift-on, lift-off cargo handling mode. The cellular configuration allows the use of the very efficient shoreside gantry cranes at Matson's Honolulu terminal also in the lift-on/lift-off mode. However, operating the two container barges Mauna Loa and Haleakala, built in 1984 and now 33 years old, is becoming too expensive and replacement vessels are needed. Meanwhile, the cost of constructing new highly specialized container barges in the U.S. to comply with the Jones Act has simply become too great and replacement with a standard deck barge has become the default solution. The cost of constructing self-propelled seagoing ships of 1,000 gross tons and greater in the U.S. to comply with the Jones Act's domestic ship build requirement is now well understood to be approximately 5 times that of building a comparable ship in an East Asian, Japan, South Korea or China yard. It is reasonable to assume that building a highly specialized container barge such as the Mauna Loa and Haleakala in the U.S. today would incur a very similar premium, making it infeasible to build in the U.S. for a Hawaii feeder service. Without the federal domestic build requirement, it's likely that small foreign-built U.S. flag self-propelled geared container ships would be used for inter-Hawaiian island feeder service. Due to age and costs to maintain, the Haleakala will be scrapped.
The assist tug on the stern is the Signet Magic. The Signet Magic is a highly maneuverable boat with good power for tough spots. This is a quick-moving harbor assist tug with a lot of power to work in tight spots. The propulsion consists of two Caterpillar 3516C Tier 3 mains turning Rolls-Royce US 205Z drives with 4-blade, 95-inch nibral propellers and quart nozzles. The expected bollard pull is 60 metric tons and the speed is 12.5 knots. Signet Magic is the third tug in the company fleet to meet the EPA's Tier 3 marine emission regulations for propulsion and for electrical generation.